from your impression, how has this team had such a strong start? Just give me that thought.
I think my second year compared to my first year, just our team chemistry is noticeably like just great and naturally on and off the field. And I think that we are all very open players, and we're here as a team, and we're here for the team's benefit. And I think it shows on the field that we want what's going to help our team succeed.
And then your focus going into your second season is what? You started the last couple games and really dynamic down that left side. What has your focus been to be so dynamic?
Well, I know what the expectation of this team is. I know what the coaches want now that I'm in my second year, and it's understanding and applying the expectations every day and knowing that I have strengths like individually that can help this team overall, and tapping into those every day is something that I continue to work on.
Yeah, and then your the depth on the team is ridiculous.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's incredible.
There's no drop off whatsoever.
No, not at all.
And you can sub really the whole team. So speak to the depth on this team and kind of why that's been so.
I mean, we half of our team is freshmen. And they've done an incredible job of stepping into this team and being ready to go. And it's hard to apply this much information in such a short amount of time. We had a very short preseason, and they've done an incredible job. All of our subs have done great jobs coming in and understanding their role. So.
And last question, speak to that. You have the shortest, like Eric Bell was saying, the shortest preseason of any sport here, and you're able to do it by beating number 20 and getting now 13th ranked and all that stuff. Kind of talk about the difficulty of that, but also the urgency every single day of making sure you guys are ready when the time's called.
Yeah, it's definitely a difficult thing, again, when we have half of a team that's never done anything like this before. So making them feel welcomed and kind of easing them into it, but also understanding like we're here to win games, and it's a fast season. We move on to the next game pretty fast, and we've got to be ready for what's to come, and we all have goals, so got to keep working towards them and move on.
You touched on we all have goals. What be your personal goals, and then also team goals for this season?
Some personal goals I have are, I mean, I'd like to assist as much as I can this season, score some goals, but just team-wise, we want to win tournaments. We want to win our Big 12 tournament, and want to win the championship, and hopefully make a run for in the national championship.
You know, you mentioned that you want to be involved, assist goals. I feel like every time I look up, you are somewhere where the ball is, causing some type of havoc. You seem like a very physical, energetic player. How have you kind of been able to develop that? Where does that confidence to play that way come from?
Kind of just from within myself. I mean, I'd say I kind of got in high school a little bit, and then recruiting started, and you kind of have people like validate that within you, and you're like, okay, other people are seeing it, like it's true, and just kind of keep skyrocketing with every game.
You mentioned half of your team are freshmen. In addition, you have a bunch of transfers that are playing significant minutes too. As somebody who just went through that first year at TCU experience, how have you been able to lead or mentor some of these players experiencing their first season at TCU?
I think that I learned a lot my freshman year. Went through a lot of ups and downs, and kind of came in with like no expectation, and then I got here and I was like, oh shoot, like this is college soccer. And when we have half of our team who is new here, whether you have no experience in the college soccer world or 4 years somewhere else, it's different wherever you go. So even though I only have 1 year of experience, I think I've done a good job at giving my, little notes and tips.
You mentioned the short preseason. It also doesn't make things easy when you start with a ranked opponent, and then, game 3 you're on the road to Notre Dame, who's often in the NCAA tournament. What is that type of scheduling like? Is that something you look forward to, the challenge? Is it difficult to stay ready for those types of games?
I think we all look forward to it. I think we kind of see ourselves as an underdog no matter what our ranking is, and we practice like that, and we go into every game like that, and we're looking to win. Like we're not scared of any team. We played the #1 team in the country for an exhibition, and we held our own. So I think any challenge that comes towards us, we're excited for.
And last question, I keep hearing players talk about the chemistry and the difference in how together you guys are. What builds that foundation? What's different this year versus last year to help make that increase so much?
I think it starts with like older people on the team, just making everyone feel included and just like connecting off the field. You know, we're together all the time off the field, whether it's team breakfast or, you know, we go shopping or we go see a movie. Like, we're always doing stuff together, and it's in those moments where you really get to know your team and understand them better as people, and then you get on the field and it's even better as players.
Yeah, I think that goal gave us a lot of momentum going into the second half, especially. I think getting one goal obviously lengthens the lead a little bit, but I think 2 goals really helped us, and obviously getting the third of the second half really helped us seal that game and make sure we got a good win on the road.
Nice, and then you're the strong start for your team. So talk about that. Talk about your qualities that you offer to the team in getting that group back to the NCAA.
Yeah, I think me, along with some of the other seniors, have a lot of good experience, and some of our transfers who have been to the tournament, obviously, in the past. And just talking about our experiences and how much fun that time of the year is really helped motivating the team to obviously get back to that this year.
And then what's it like playing in the midfield playmakers like Oli Pena and all that? You get to sit there and kind of watch that and be a part of it.
Yeah, it's awesome playing in the midfield. I've been playing with Oli, obviously, all 4 years. We have Morgan, who just came in, too, in the midfield, a freshman who's been getting good minutes. I think our midfield's super strong, and we've been able to dictate the game and just help our team score goals, so it's been awesome.
And then last one here, really you have 18 new faces. There's really no drop-off in the performance, no matter who you put in there, so that's got to be pretty refreshing. So what's the depth like, and how's everyone fitting into this team?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of good players who can come off the bench and change the game, which has really helped us these past couple of games and should help us further along in the season. I think in every year that we've been really successful here, we've had a really good bench who's been able to keep up the level and even sometimes raise it, so that's been huge for the team, and I'm super excited for the rest of the season and seeing what some of these people can come and do off the bench.
You guys started with not an easy slate. You know, you welcome in a ranked team in Alabama, you go on the road to a solid Charlotte team, and then next up is Notre Dame. What is your impression as a veteran player on the squad of opening up with such difficult competition?
I think it's a really good test for us early on. I think we've been able to learn really good lessons that we can take into conference play and obviously into some of these harder games. I think playing these good teams really just sets expectation for the rest of the season, and we can really just see where we're at nationally compared to other teams, so that's been awesome.
3 goals in each of the games, not necessarily the style of TCU Soccer we're used to seeing. What is this kind of offensive output early? What do you think the difference has been so far with that?
I think this team's just super hungry and super motivated. I think we really got after it during the off season, and we just kind of want to prove to the rest of the country that we're still in it, and that even though we didn't come in ranked or anything, that we just want to prove to other people that we're a good team. I think putting 3 on Alabama just kind of showed the country that we're here and we're here to compete and get back to the tournament this year.
How hard has the adjustment been? I mean, you're a senior, so it's not the first time, but with classes starting back up again and everything, how does that change kind of your time balance?
Yeah, obviously a lot less time than we had the past couple of weeks because we've just been playing soccer and been able to put a lot of time into that, but I think just finding a balance. Obviously all of us are in pretty rigorous schedules. I'm graduating in December, so I'm in a lot of hours, but I think most of us are just kind of getting used to it, and it's kind of just a lifestyle we're used to. So.
And as one of the 4-year veteran players with all of these new faces, how have you seen your leadership role evolve, and what are your kind of early impressions of this team after a couple of games?
Yeah, I think over each year I've kind of had a different role in this team, and obviously being a senior this year I've been able to step up and kind of be in that leadership position. I think it's super exciting just getting to teach some of the younger players and passing down my knowledge that the older girls have showed me in the past, so it's been really fun and exciting.
And what are your early impressions of this team? What do you guys think you're capable of?
I think we have a lot that we can prove, and I think we have a lot of good players this year who are just have a lot of potential, and I think that's really coming out this season. I think it's early on, so it's a bit hard to tell, but obviously with the first 2 wins of the season, it's pretty promising that we can get back to the tournament and make a good run.
And last question, we've talked about the 3 goals you've scored in each of your first 2 games, but a pair of shutouts too, 2 different goalies. What do you think of the defense and just what the goalies are doing in the box? Yeah,
I think our defense has been super dynamic. We've had a couple of new players come in on the wides who have been doing a great job, and obviously we had Megan and Liv come in, who are both new players to the program, but have really been able to fit in well and kind of learn the style of this team. I think they're both super solid back there. Obviously, they were able to show that with the 2 shutouts, so it's been awesome and great work from them.
Perfect.
Awesome.